Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hasnain, Miss Marvel, how are you feeling before we start? 100 years of Islamophobia on film is led up to this moment with some people.
I will be very critical as a filmmaker. I'm expecting too much to be done for the first episode. You know what I mean? I feel like they might go overboard because like they're trying to push the agenda too heavy. So and it's the first episode, so my expectations are kind of, I wouldn't say low, but like out of a 10, I'll put it at like a 5.
Wow, so you're really not looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't think you know? What about the whole series as a whole? What number would you give it in terms of expectation?
In regards to it being a Disney and a Miss Marvel, I mean, like the movie Bilal came out, which I thought was a really good movie. I really enjoyed that. And the more that these Muslim cultural shows are coming out on Disney, you know, I'm happy for it. As of the whole series of it being a series, yeah, like maybe like a 7. I'm gonna be a lot more critical because it is of our own, right? So, I'm being honest. Like, you know, like I'm not gonna compare this to just like, oh, okay, like as a brown Muslim, like this is where we got. I'm gonna compare this to like, all right, like this is what Disney gave us, but this is what Disney also gave like Winnie the Pooh or like something like, you know what I mean? Like that's how, because if you want to put us, if you want to put us on a Disney level, I'm gonna compare it to what Disney does for other genres as well. I'm not really comparing it to like the Muslim win. Yeah,
I think also it's not just for Muslims only. It's also for like South Asians as well, right? It's a bit like South Asian representation as well.
Yeah,
particularly, I guess you relate because it's like South Asians in New York, New Jersey area. So that should be fun. Solar Comics. Cool soundtrack.
I can't dance on the podcast.
You can do what you want. You and your god, bro.
I've learned a lot about Captain Marvel, and I know at least 3.
It looks pretty different so far. All the like,
she blasted through Thanos.
the style of it, and
I mean,
and you know what? She looked good doing it.
they put effort into making it different, basically.
yeah, I love the animation. I mean, it's Marvel Studios as well. Like I get it. And I guess they're trying to market this to is more of like the teen people, so like teenagers, college students. So I get that.
Apparently, this actress like dressed up as Miss Marvel growing up.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
I will say voiceover is really good. Like her voiceover acting is really good.
Amir, if you don't stop praying long enough to put some food in your mouth, one day you will starve to death.
May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive you one day.
Kamala, please
There's always that one guy.
to look at the mirrors every 5 seconds at least,
Oh, Kamala, my Kamala, the road is a long and winding one, so never fully stop at stop signs.
Way too early for poetry up.
Right, listen, you do know that you don't really have to look in the mirrors that often.
Did your parents read you poetry growing up?
Just make sure that
My parents never spoke to me like this growing up.
And remember to say Bismillah before you start the car.
Yeah, I mean, but it is film, so it is going to be animated a little bit more. And exaggerated.
Exaggerated.
That's
Extravagant.
totally fine. Yeah.
How about you start by turning the car on?
By the way, your driving lessons here, tests, are so easy. I bet you can. It's just so easy.
Bless you.
Oh, they're in Jersey City. Okay. I like that.
Oh my God, no!
I don't think anyone saw.
That's my car.
People are gonna hate me for saying this, but Jersey drivers are pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's very accurate representation.
Your brother's wedding that you said you would. This is my fault. This is all my fault. These are my genetics.
I love that they're using like the different language, like Urdu, off the bat, like within like the first a couple of minutes. It's like throwing you right into it. So I really like that because many other films and shows like they'll wait to the later parts and then introduce that.
Yeah.
Kind of just throws you off.
Unapologetic.
Camellia, glad you're not bruising from that.
Okay, Riz Ahmed in the background.
Say that again?
That's Riz Ahmed's
Oh, is that him?
album in the background.
No
yeah,
way.
that's his song. Yeah, yeah, that's him. That's really awesome to have a soundtrack or like incorporate his music in the background as another brown artist.
No offense to Riz, but it's an American school.
I'll Google for you.
So some people worry that this might turn into that typical Pakistani girl falls for a white guy kind of storyline.
Still trying to think of that flourish.
It'll play Smash Bros because it's so.
Very diverse students as well.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
I'm guessing your school had very few,
The game.
or had a lot of South Asian Arab.
Really?
In my school?
Yeah.
Sorry, Zoe.
No, all African American, blacks, Hispanics.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, I was the only brown kid.
I
Really?
like your
Damn.
necklace.
Yeah, or like out of 5
It's
people,
actually
out of 5
in
other brown kids.
Arabic.
Kamala.
See you later.
I love how she has like
Yes, for right to vent. Why?
the evil eye necklace too.
Because
Huh?
she's the absolute worst now.
She also had the evil eye necklace right below it.
Yeah.
Kamala Khan,
Yeah.
please come to my office ASAP.
Don't want to comment on that, but I feel like every Muslim girl has that as well.
Straight out. No, nothing is wrong. I just want to chat.
Kamal, you know I'm not trying
I feel like the high schools in
Do
your
I have to
TV
take
shows
up
and movies
the
are just
future
too
for
like
lunchers?
too
I'm
safe,
gonna give you a task. I want you to go home.
not rough
Not
enough.
right now, but after school. Then you're
Yeah, I
look
mean-
yourself
Unless it's just
in the
like
mirror
where I
and
grew up, I
ask
don't know.
yourself, Kamala, who is that girl?
High school
I
class was
don't.
rough.
High school here wasn't like that.
Really.
We didn't even have lockers. We had
It's not like people smiling. Hey, how are you doing? No.
Yeah. We had metal detectors when I was going to high school. You had to go
Wow.
through metal detectors. Yeah,
I
it
see a
wasn't.
girl divided.
Which is surprising that she's in
Share,
Jersey
share.
City
Or
because
Kamala. Who knows?
I don't
I guess
think
they
high
want to
school
keep
in
it.
Jersey-
They want to keep it nice and
And I know.
Yeah.
Fun, yeah.
Fantasy's fun. Fantasy's really fun.
Not
But
gritty.
right now, I need you to pull yourself together and join reality.
I love the animations and stuff and the editing. It's really cool.
I was gonna get
Like
Yeah,
usually
yeah.
with all these other Marvel shows, I don't know if you've seen them, but they're just very they all look the same. They all shot the same.
Yeah.
Same music. Just this is very different, unique.
So it's next year?
Lots of nice colors in the
The
background.
first one ever, right? And then future history. Every single thing I love, she seems to hate, and it's like she thinks I'm some kind of, I don't know, weirdo.
You are weird.
Yeah, he doesn't get it.
There's that. That's in every South Asian family. That I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought that
More
like
importantly,
disconnect between you and your parents.
weirdly good at airbrushing.
I feel like in real life today, people are a lot more educated than like what you show on
Think we'll
the
win?
shows.
Yeah,
Please, we're going,
for sure.
we're conquering. And we're high-fiving in slow motion.
Also, she's pretty young. I don't know if parents. I don't know. I guess it depends when they immigrate.
Final flourish for my costume.
Yeah.
And it's steampunk
That's so cool. I love these animations, man.
What a mashup. Like Captain Panther or
Cinematography is really cool as well.
Ooh, Dr. Strange.
You see the animation in the background? That's pretty dope.
Yeah.
cool.
Even like as Guardian, you know, it'd be badass.
Filmed that golden hour.
Okay, I can't build you a horse, but
Yeah.
otherwise.
You could build me sloth, baby wings.
That's a really cool shot. That's a really cool shot.
Wings, little tiara. Captain Princess Marvel.
No, Princess,
can
I'm
land.
sorry, but you know what's even better?
What?
Think about how much prep goes into making a shot like that. All of these
So this is
extras
a
and
one.
stuff.
This is a one take, man.
Hey, let's
I know.
never do that zombie impersonation again.
Somebody's on like a rollerblade.
Oh, I love that shot. Look at that shot. That was sick.
That's a nice shot.
How are you?
That was the one thing that I hated so much about school, by the way, is that you have to figure out your whole future in like that last 2 years.
Is this from Nani?
Must be things for the bath pakki. Amir,
Yeah, college admissions was like life and death for your parents.
Why'd she have to send all this junk?
on all her junk to us. Amir, have you lost your ears?
That's my grandmother, by the way. She hoards a lot of stuff.
Oh, is this
Like
Nani?
she has never throws anything away. Just full of stuff in her house.
That.
My parents are hoarders too.
Junk.
Everything's
Really?
in my dad's garage.
Amir, here, take
My
this
dad still has the
and
same
put it in the attic
suitcase
right now. And then
from
I'll
like
pack
40 years ago with all his documents in it.
No way.
because she's going
That's
to
crazy.
I'm like, Dad, I get you a nice Gucci one, whatever you want. I'll get you a nice one. I'll get rid of this.
Attic and
This is a real place in Jersey.
Yeah.
As in, you recognize it? Or?
It could be like Edison. It can be I don't know. But that's the thing. But New Jersey is a huge South Asian population, huge Arab
So,
population.
could be
So
anywhere.
you have pockets.
What's up, Naja?
Najaf. Oh yes, Azhar. My sheikh.
It's our friend.
That's our boy.
You're too short.
She's not.
Was engagement broken? She decided that she wasn't ready for commitment, so now she's off
I love that
to
gossip.
Europe to discover herself.
No, I love it though.
What does she have to discover?
That's legit, by the way. That's so legit.
I mean, she wanted
That's so
to
legit.
Yeah.
When it comes to women and families, at least like in South Asian families that I've seen.
But not even that. Like when they're speaking the language, it's not like
go to discover the
like
Fake.
me, like whitewashed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's just like they're actually saying it properly.
She was getting very comfortable with some Gora
And then the
boy.
English is like, you know,
Gora boy.
it's fine. We just go.
You're too short for that, John.
And tell what you want. So, Zuzu, turn off the lights.
Hey Google.
And I programmed it to understand Urdu.
Don't mention Belgium. Any guy.
By the way, having a friend of opposite gender at home, that would have never happened at home for me.
Bruno,
Ever.
there's a spicy one at the bottom for no now, okay?
Yeah, it was kind of
How
the
did
same.
you do that so fast?
Are great heroes of our time, and it's totally historic and it's like very educational. And Bruno's,
I actually convinced my dad to take me to
he's,
a
like,
Transformers
really into this
convention.
stuff, you know, so he really wants to go. And
Yeah, my dad would never take me anywhere.
he asked me if I want to tag along so that.
My family doesn't even go out for like lunch or dinner or anything like that. It's like
Really?
eat at home.
You do trust me, right?
No, I don't trust you.
Yeah, my parents never trusted me either.
No.
I wouldn't trust you if I was your parents.
She does.
But a lot of people say that.
You don't trust anyone else.
Thinking God knows what and drinking
See,
God
that's the
knows
thing.
what.
As a male, I don't know what like our sisters or like
There's
the
there's a
female
lot of
version
stuff
of us
actually
went
that's
through.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, because I had all the freedom. That's the thing. But like,
Yeah.
I'm assuming this is something like
How
You know.
exactly will
Yeah.
you be dressed?
close enough.
kept not that
Yes,
nice,
it
and
is.
you know it's not like I'm asking to go to a party and do cocaine.
Not a lot of salam here, huh?
If it was him asking.
I got you.
His beard's on point.
910K.
I'm glad they made him a nice guy. Because I was afraid that he was just going to be like this annoying religious. You know what I mean?
Not 12.
Well, this says
Yeah.
Good night.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
It's weird because it doesn't actually feel like a Marvel show, you know? Which I like.
Yeah. It's like they're more focused on like the lives of like a brown Muslim more than like her being a superhero.
Yeah, it's
but
like
again, it is the first episode though.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's a teenage show basically. It's nice and cool and,
Yeah, yeah.
and different.
So your brother told us about your Avengers party?
He did.
Yes. And even though it will be a distraction from your studies and there will be a lot of haram going on there, we have decided to let you go.
Really?
Yeah, I have a surprise for you. The Hulk! Wait, best is yet to come. Ta-da! See, Kamala, big Hulk and little Hulk, Bada Hulk or Choti Hulk. Huh? So cute.
I don't know, that's pretty cool to be honest with you.
Okay, it's
My parents would have never done that.
humiliating.
You know what's crazy is how many like average white American people are going to watch this show. It's
Yeah.
really mind-blowing, honestly.
Didn't mean it like that.
Us, Kamala.
Especially because it's like a Marvel show. It's like every,
Don't go with your dad.
you
you're
know,
not going.
Marvel fans going to watch this and be exposed to this
But
culture.
I
Made this
I
for
think
you.
that's the win, right? It's the
You're
the
not
win
going
is
to
that
dress
it's
up like all
Marvel.
those other girls in
for sure.
skimpy outfits.
I mean, you have
That's
your
the way.
you have your like your Ramis and your Mogulis and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. But even then, there's always going to be a bit of a you can't reach Marvel's like that's that's top tier. You can't beat that.
It's like universal. It's like it doesn't
Yeah.
matter where you're from. You're
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
something.
Everyone
Marvel.
all the world watches it. In fact, not even the country.
Yeah.
I fell into the Hudson River for the third time.
No, that's Black Sloth Down, and I fell in once. Okay.
Twice.
Wish I had a cell phone in
Means
high school.
everything sucks.
Meet me
I
on
had
the
that.
front
Do you remember that Nokia Leaf? That square one. I had
I've
that.
never even seen she's trying to death cult, giving away all the aunties just gossip about her.
I'm lost. What
It's
does
crazy
that have to
because
do
a
with
lot of
Adil?
families do
dressing up as Captain Marvel.
they're kind of scared of creativity, as are schools as well. I feel like education. So it's not a false story.
It's not really the brown girl.
I love the filming him. It's really nice. The lenses they use.
I really like that. I like that they showed the hijabi playing sports as well.
Yeah.
You know, with the whole like controversy and the introduction of like, you know,
I love how she's also like very modest and like in the locker room, even though she's amongst girls.
Yeah.
I'm going to Taisha's the city.
The funniest thing was that shot of the house that we just passed with the red Dodge Caravan. I grew up with the green Dodge Caravan. typical car for a family.
I also love how like the stakes are just so low. Like it's not like some sort of world-changing event. They're just trying to get to a convention. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And it's more interesting than half the other Marvel stuff that's been out there. And bus drivers are definitely that evil.
Yeah. I haven't taken the bus in a long time, but I'll tell you, subway operators, they don't care. If you're not getting on the train, they gonna close the door. Yeah.
Nah, bro. In the UK, I've had guys close the doors on me before just when I'm trying to get in, just for no reason. The evilest people in the world, bus drivers. These guys are way too obsessed with superheroes. Oh, hijabi.
Last call for the Captain Marvel cosplay competition. Cosplayers, please line up on the side of the stage.
I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think that device is like, you know that other Marvel film, was it Shang-Chi? He had the same kind of wrist kind of superhero. Makes him
interesting.
Superpower.
My Marvel knowledge is very slim. My sneaker knowledge is very vast.
She definitely wins.
You think so?
Yeah, bro. Look at her costume compared to the rest. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, I think now she went.
I've got to admit, I don't know what her powers are. Like, I never know.
Yeah, I don't know what her powers are either, but
something good.
Yeah. We gotta continue watching the rest of the shows when they come out.
Alright, save the day. Save the day. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I thought it killed her. She's getting in so much trouble when she gets home. Parents are gonna flip.
The hat's dope though, it's glowing.
Dad's staying in the room. Knew it.
Ooh.
Where have you been? Wish that you would just focus on you. Your grades, your family, your
She is focusing
story.
on excuse me.
Who do you want to be in this world?
Got excited there. She is focusing on herself.
Do you want to be good?
That's the thing, like what she's doing is like a typical
Or do you want
I
to
hate
be
to say
some,
like
you know,
the
this
parent
cosmic
blackmail, like you know,
head in the
you know what I mean, like
clouds
putting them down, putting us down type of thing. So
But
I
she's
feel like
worried
that's
as a
little
parent. She's
realistic.
probably, the thing is, she can't see where she'll go with this, isn't it? So she's just worried that's going to be something that will end up, you know, hurting her later. Love that shot. Feel sorry for the camera to like fall, just to get it. Oh, but she's all powerful.
Cosmic.
All right, what do you think, bro?
That took me by surprise. Actually, that took me by surprise. three things that caught my attention. Number one, cinematography.
It was good, wasn't it? I was honestly like,
yeah.
I'm telling you, like I've seen the other Marvel shows, bro, and I mean they're nice. They're just very like very safe. But this was like really like director. I think it was. I'm trying to remember who the director was. But she was obviously she cared. Like she was trying.
Yeah.
And the cinematographer, whoever it was doing a phenomenal job. So yeah, Karen, cinematography was good. What else?
Yeah. Shot selection was on point. And editing was on point. So that's number one takeaway. Animation, including in that, right? Like it's phenomenal because cool. It's made for who it's geared for. Let's just put it that way. That was great. Number two, the soundtrack. I was paying attention to that. Like when tones shifted, when things shifted, they kept it very slightly cultural, if you know what I mean, in the soundtracks as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? To have like Riz Ahmed, the soundtrack, be in the background and, you know, have the tones shift. That was really great. So I was paying attention to that. I think the thing with me and shows, I have a love-hate relationship with shows. I'm more of a movie guy. The thing with I need a beginning, middle, and end. I need it to stop somewhere. I need it to compress. I don't really watch much shows, and usually when I do, the first couple of episodes are really slow. It's like, you know, people always tell me, like for example, Ozark. Ozark is a phenomenal show.
Yeah.
But the thing with Ozark is that you have to get past like the third episode for me to like really get into it.
This all that world building and character building and stuff, innit?
Exactly. I think this one hit it right off the bat. So I was really, and even storyline, like, you know, it's like, it was a really good first, like, 42 minutes? Like, it drew me in, and because it focused on, like, the life aspect, then they got into, like, I like the superhero aspect.
Yeah.
So, you know, my expectations were, like, a 5 out of 10. I would say as the first episode, it would have probably been a 7 out of 10. That's kind of what I would give it.
No, I really enjoyed that. I think that, you know, it was... honestly, like with Marvel generally recently, I've just been very like it's just too much going on. It's all kind of the same, all looks the same. It's just not. There's no stakes anymore. They get into this whole like multiverse thing, which was nice for Spider-Man, but after that, it just gets a bit too much. It's too much going on. It's too much of the same thing. But what was nice, which was what I said in this when I was watching it, is that I didn't feel like this was a Marvel show. Like you could have watched that without the Marvel logo. And it would have been, it makes sense. It's its own kind of unique show, which is nice because there's just so many shows to watch right now, and every show that stands out really means something because that means you're head and shoulders above the rest. There's only a few shows like that.
Right.
I really feel like it's going to be one of those shows. In terms of like Muslim representation and stuff, very happy. The one thing I was worried about was that they're going to depict Amir, I think her brother's name is, in a way where he's just very, you know, what's the word, dogmatic with his religion, which does exist all the time. We see it. I mean, it's in the comic as well. It's in the comic, and that's why I thought it was going to show. But even then, they made him to be a very, you know, very likable guy, despite, you know, being religious. But he's
very down to earth.
Yeah, and he's not yet. He doesn't seem like that yet. And I can't wait to see what role Islam plays in the show going forward. Even though I know it's not a show about Islam, but Islam is a part of it, and I think that's you know, I'm really happy, and I'm so amazed by the fact that just so many people are going to see this show. Right.
But that, sorry to cut you off. What you pointed out, like, I'm really excited to see how Islam plays a role in this show. The question I'm asking is okay, like, are they going the Islam route or are they going the cultural route?
I think that's kind of. I've read the comic. Definitely more of a cultural. It's not like it's not a Muslim show. But like she is Muslim. So there's times, for example, in the comic where she remembers like a verse from the Quran or something, and she uses it to do good things. And she'll go to the mosque and stuff, and like, you know, have like, you know, you kind of see that world. It's not like Rami, for example, is much more of a Muslim show than it is it's about religion and faith and stuff like that. Right. But I think Miss Marvel specifically is definitely much more cultural. It's a coming of age story. It's a teenage story. She happens to be a Pakistani girl from New Jersey who's Muslim. Yeah. And I think that it's still pretty exciting. And I can't believe that we've gone from like just being so used to seeing brown people on TV and film, you know, look horrible, and you know, be a
Right.
terrorist and God knows what else, or you know, submissive women, and come to this where it's now like on the main stage. You know, our kind of community is being shown in not just a positive light but a normal light, and that will have ripple effects on the way society perceives South Asians and Muslims. That's undoubtedly.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'm very happy. Let's just see.
For a Muslim hero, yeah, that's happy. You know, I'm excited. I mean, you know me, I'm not really into like superhero type of shows and movies. This made me smile as a filmmaker. But I'm still waiting for them to call me to be 008, man. I gotta play. I gotta play the first Muslim James Bond. That's how you know we made it. You know,
Judging by your standards. All right, Hasnain, bro.
Judging by my standards. Yeah.
I'll see you in the theater. James Bond will return.
Inshallah.
All right, take care, bro.